Hey, core reporters and newbies. Jay Edelson, who is one of the bankruptcy attorneys handling the Girardi bankruptcy case, he is speaking out about Erika Jayne's comments about the state of her husband, her estranged husband, Tom Girardi's mental state over the past few years. So if you've been keeping up with this season of the show, you know that Erika frequently says that she's known for years now that her estranged husband, his mental faculties haven't been working all that well. Allegedly, right? She's like, I've known for years that he has like a dementia problem or something along those lines, and that he is not thinking clearly and he is not competent to be working as a lawyer. So we fans have been speculating for a long time that this is a defense that they've both been crafting in order to protect Tom, and that they are in cahoots together in order to hide their assets and whatnot. And so Jay is saying, listen, this little claim that Tom has been incompetent for years and that you've known about it, it might help him save his own ass in some respects, but it's only going to make the target bigger on your own back, Erika, because now the question is, you've known for years that this man is not fit to practice law, yet you've just been collecting the money that his law firm has been bringing in without asking any questions about how things are being handled over there with someone who is clearly incompetent. Very, very interesting. The podcast in question was Reality Life with Kate Casey, and on the podcast he says, and I quote, "It's given us a lot of evidence. If she was taking a ton of money from the firm during that time and a lot of client money, it'll help Tom out because he's mentally incompetent. It'll hurt her because the question is, well, why were you doing this? You knew that he couldn't actually handle his business." And then he continued on to say, and I quote, "She also talks about how she spoke to lawyers at his firm about Tom's mental incompetency. We are so laser focused on that. We're pursuing claims against his former partners, and to the extent that they knew that he was doing this or they were involved in, and to the extent that they claim he was mentally incompetent, it's going to put the responsibility squarely on their shoulders." So Erika very clearly put a huge target on her own back in order to, well, what I'm suspecting, in some kind of a failed plan to help protect Tom. Now my new question is, well, did Tom do that knowing that it would help his own case and hurt Erika? Because remember, Erika's not a lawyer the same way that Tom is, so she wouldn't have known that parroting this stuff or saying this stuff, making these claims, would put her in jeopardy and put a huge target on her own back. At this point, I'm kind of nervous for old girl because it does sound incredibly serious. Jay Edelson is a lead attorney pursuing claims against Erika and Tom, and he's saying, listen, thank you so much for singing like a canary on that show, because what you did is help our case at the very end of the day, because now you're kind of admitting, well, not kind of, you're literally admitting that you knew something was wrong and you were involved enough with this law firm to speak to his partners about this. So what else did you know? What else are you privy to, financial or otherwise, in this law firm? And that is what they are about to get to the bottom of. Especially when Tom was funneling 25 million plus into her bank accounts using his law firm and everything. Guys, this is a wild ride. It seems like we are just at the tip of the iceberg. What do you think about Jay Edelson talking about how Erika's claims on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are only going to help strengthen the case against her? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe and join us for more. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.